Does anybody else's YouTube do this when you pull it up? Like, literally, I type in "you" and Queso pops up. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Queso just as much as the next guy, but I I probably don't watch his I don't go searching for Queso like that, so I don't understand why it'd be popping up. What is going on, everybody? We are here with a kind of a different episode. We're doing just a watch review thing where I'm gonna watch this and give my opinions on it. Obviously, if you saw the name of the episode, you know this is about the Cambrian expansion pack for Dino Survival, which is this beautiful blue pack right here. I do wish that there was clamshell packs just so like the cases would last longer, but I mean, that's such a small complaint of me to have. Let's get into this video. Great art, looks beautiful. It has kind of, I guess, like I don't know what kind of plastic pack opening that would be. I would describe it as a pack open like a cigarette. Isn't that how you open a pack of cigarettes? I don't smoke cigarettes, but I know people that do, and well, I mean, we all know people that do. I love the art. I do. I think that it is both simple and complex enough that it is beautiful. And if you didn't know David, the guy whose hands you see in this video looking over this pack, he is the creator. Those hands worked on the iPad or computer, whichever he used to make all these cards. Those hands made these. Oh, here's something I'm gonna want to pause and read. Okay, so they're introducing a swarm mechanic where there's cards that you can play that you can actually play in conjunction with other players, and all these cards are treated as happening on that player's turn. That is interesting. Over here it describes trophic levels. Let's actually I wonder what that word means in real life. Trophic levels. This is going to be an AI overview with Wikipedia as a source. Trophic levels describe the sequential stages of energy and matter transfer in an ecosystem, defined as an organism's primary source of nutrition. Okay, so they're adding, I guess, trophic levels into. I think that level 2 and level 3 are what the core trophic levels that the game will probably be. So to go through what we can see so far on this page, you got green gem points for some carnivores now because of their position on the food chain, essentially. Or trophic level if you want to be more specific, and we'll get into reading the rest of that stuff once I actually have the pack, which should be getting here within the week. Expect a video within the next 2 weeks. So excited. Oh, it looks like that player gets to draw from the deck because you do not have to, there's not a swapping thing. So seizing is different than the previous stuff. You will take a card from another player's hand and they will have a chance to draw another card. Swarm seems entirely new. If you want to see the rest of that card, I am going to include it at the end of the video. But yeah, that's the differences in the game. Now we're going to get into looking at some of the new cards. And oh, those are the card backs. Ooh, something I noticed right here is that card corner is already getting chafed. So I wonder if maybe in the future, David could upgrade the packs, and instead of being a flip open top kind of like a box pack, it could be a clamshell box that like slides in and out of itself, so it's a little bit more durable. And maybe switching up the material of the cards so you don't see the corners getting chipped like that. The corners are looking all good and I haven't had any issues myself of that, but watching his video where he has one, oh, this extinction event, there is 3. How do I go back by a couple seconds? All right, so looking at the card back here, you got all these pretty blue card backs. I guess that signifies that they're Cambrian or aquatic cards. I'm not really sure what the specific reason behind changing the color of the back of the cards was, because on the original game, you had yellow card backs for the I don't want to say the dinos, because in the original dinosaur survival release, they had the different pterosaurs, the different giant reptiles that hang out in the water. I can't think of the mosasaur and stuff like that. So I'm a little confused why the blue would be changed. but I am looking forward to hearing from it, and hopefully David will watch this video and answer some of our questions in the end. But look at that. There's going to be 1, 2, 3 new extinction event cards in it. And did he change the way it's typed out on there at all? He did. So in the original Dino Survival, the cards say Dinosaur Survival and are red on the back. And that is actually why I use the red backs on Tabletop Sim. I just thought they looked cooler, and that's what I wanted to do for myself. But it is interesting. They actually say extinction events now. I am curious if David will make it so you could purchase like a single card or so to replace the asteroid in the original deck. Because my assumption is that if this is a true expansion, you take your cards, you mix them together, and you got a more complicated, bigger game. And I'm assuming that's exactly what this is. The how to play cards, they look identical. I'm actually going to skip over them in this video because you can buy the game if you want to read those. He's showing them all. All right, we got past them. All right, what are you going to show us next, David? Are these the extinction event cards? Algal Boom. All right, I know algal booms are bad in regular fish tanks just because they'll suck up all the oxygen, and they also like block out light for other plants to grow and stuff, which if you don't have an air bubbler in there, causes everybody to suffocate. Glaciation. Oh, this is cool. This next one is the what is it? The Saharan Ordovician, the Saharan Ordovician glaciation, which I guess is the glacier that probably made the Sahara Desert. The Sahara is probably the last place on Earth anyone would expect to find evidence of glaciers, but rocks in the I can't even pronounce that if I could clearly read it. Formation reveal clear signs of it. This is one of the Earth's 5th largest extinction events. That's pretty cool. So that's our big extinction event card going in there. And I'm assuming the asteroid on the next rules would also be the end for maybe all the orange back cards. And that glacier will be the death for all the blue back cards. Maybe that's what the purpose of the different card backs is. But man, looking at these cards, they are so cool. Oh, I recognize some of these from some biology videos I've watched about ancient fish and stuff like that, and different fossils and whatnot. I don't know what a lot of these things would be considered. I know like most of these are like the first vertebrates. I guess crustaceans. A lot of these are crusty. That would be a fish for sure. So those are clearly apex predators. Oh, that guy is too. He has kind of a silly looking grin on his face. The Megamastox. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong here. Megamastox. It's a word for big mouth in Greek. Cool. Again, David, I really think that once you sell through your current stock and you have to start ordering more cards, just making a quick edit on all the cards, putting in a little pronunciation thing there, I think that would be sweet. Which, one thing that I'm extremely thankful for is you did hear, I know you asked me, I'm sure you asked plenty of other people, but keeping the background in these text boxes here, I think really helped you still be able to focus and read them a lot better. But I think how you changed the era or the period that they were from, I think you should, that looks really good, and I think you should do the same thing here, but for the pronunciations. It will take up some space on the background, but it'll blend in like the era period part. Because I would really like to be able to like start pronouncing some of these cards, but it requires me like looking it up. And we only got about 30 seconds left in this, but man, I'm really, really proud of David here. Like he should be really proud of himself too. He has done some awesome work. He's got different trilobites. Oh, I love that. How many trilobites are there? Oh, I rewound a little too far. All right. 1 trilobite, 2 trilobite, 3 trilobite, 4 trilobite, 5 trilobite, 6 trilobites. Oh, cool. I am excited for that. That is me going over the expansion pack that David made. I went over it in its entirety as best I could. I think that there is a lot of awesome stuff going on here, and I'm excited to get it. I got it coming in the mail this next week. I'm gonna get it scanned into Dino, or not Dino, into Tabletop Simulator and get it going. Just to leave my final thoughts and reviews on it. If I had to complain, I would say clamshell box and pronunciations under the names. And this isn't really anything having to do with the game itself, but it is hard for me to shuffle the cards. So I think if David was to like work with a manufacturer company to get a Dinosaur Survival branded card shuffler, I think that's something else he could also put on his site. That would be a really good idea. But overall, love the expansion. I mean, the only thing that I was hoping to see on the expansion that I'm not is the pronunciations. But I know David's been working on this really hard for years. And now he's moving on to an end of the world thing. Like, what is that? What's next? The Great Dying? Oh, I think this is going to be mostly Extinction Event stuff. I'm really excited to see this, and I think it would be really cool if David does add some Extinction Events in there, that, and maybe if he changes the rule from Extinction Events ending the game, the Extinction Events will kill off any cards with the, well, if it's the asteroid, it'll kill off all the orange-backed cards. If it's the glaciers and the cooling of the oceans, well, then that has to be the blue-backed cards. And then with this Great Dying pack, maybe if he releases some cards that are, say, greenback. I just pulled a random color out of my head, but I would say the greenback cards, and there's only like 5 of them, maybe 10 of them in the pack. Well, those cards actually survive everything, all the extinctions, and those are the base lineages for everything that we know in like modern biology, biology. I don't know what the right word is there. But I think that would be so cool. I'm really looking forward already to David having this next pack. I'm hoping he also maybe give me a chance to work with him on it. Obviously, this is his game, his baby, and I'm just a proud fan of his parenting, I guess. But I love this game. I really enjoy it, and I know that even though I keep making videos on it, there is not a lot of people watching. I really could care less. I like Dinosaur Survival. I think it is awesome. I am going to continue to play it. Really trying to get some multiplayer games out though. If you guys enjoyed watching, David, if you watched, please leave a comment letting me know you did, telling me that this idea sucks because of this reason, or whatever you want. Maybe some feedback on those pronunciations. As for everybody else watching, I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you are equally as big of a fan of this dinosaur survival game as me. And now I guess it's not even just dinosaurs. It never was just dinosaurs. There was always reptiles, but you know, like those were the animals of the dinosaur era. And so like, yeah, so cool. We got aquatic animals. We got land animals. We got air animals. We got 4 extinction events in the game. That is awesome. And that's going to do it for this review. If you enjoyed watching, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It's free to do, and as Milo Rossi says, it's like tipping the bus driver. Discord link is in the description below, and bye-bye. What the hell did I just come back to? I took the dog out while I was getting some B-roll. Oh, Grian. That's not what this video is about.